How you doing, Tommy?
I'm good, I'm good. Are we live?
Yeah, I've hit level 5.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Ooh, I'm good. How you making out?
Okay.
Just okay?
Yeah.
Wow, what's going on?
Just trying to fill this screen of yours. So I'll have you set up.
Oh, okay. I gotta switch my light real quick.
Go for it.
No.
You're more there. Okay.
Now, what if I move my computer? That'll fuck you up, right?
Well, you're sort of... Well, you'll see. Well, actually, you can't see.
No, I can't see anything.
You're sort of towards the bottom of the screen. There you go. A little higher. Yeah, perfect.
That'll be better?
Yeah, a lot better.
Okay.
What are you smoking over there?
I got some Bobo Maraschino for tonight. My first dark leaf bowl since being sick. So I might end up coughing through this whole live. That'll be fun for you.
I always enjoy your coughing.
Good.
There's a warm place in my heart, Tommy. As always.
Terrific. You should get some of it tonight.
It wouldn't be the same without you coughing up a lung.
Every once in a while, right?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't usually cough through the lives, do I?
No. All right.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, it's perfect. We got a minute to be alive.
Brandon hasn't answered me yet.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, let me know what he says when he does.
I will. And if not, we'll move on and look for somebody else. Is how I feel about it. I think that's the way for us to go.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, go live. And welcome everybody to this week's State of the Smoke. Tommy, how are
What
you?
is up? What is up? THL, how are you guys?
My
How are
God,
you, Frank? I like the little the gala video we had.
I know it's brand new, and I'm excited for it. And we have a lot of stuff planned for it, don't we?
Yeah, that got me all hyped up. That new video. Have you posted that somewhere else? Should I have already seen that?
I posted a couple places. I'm gonna start posting them on the YouTube because we actually don't use the YouTube enough.
We do not.
Besides for lives and just reviews, but speaking of lives, actually, you know what? I don't want to skip this topic too much yet.
Okay.
The New York Gala is going to be awesome, guys. You guys should come. It's going to be like everything. If you think that Vegas is going to be the same type of event, it is not. They're two completely different events. We are hosting at Oasis in Vegas. THL is going to be there in force. But this event is completely different feel, different mood,
Absolutely.
different everything, and you will not regret attending both if you do. I will say that.
Absolutely. I mean, look, just like you said, I mean, that's something that I've been trying to say to people when it's come up, as far as like, why are you doing this? It's completely different. And what we're trying to do, is something different than all the other hookah get-togethers that have happened, through the groups that I've seen, as far as long as I've been around. We're trying to do something that is, just with the groups. It's with us. Like, we're not there necessarily to sell anything. We're not there because of any other reason. It's just about us all getting together and hanging out, and that THL lifestyle. So we want our get together to be a little bit more high end, a little bit more top shelf, and I think everyone who attends is going to definitely see and appreciate that.
And just showing everybody, we will be debuting Elevated Swag at the New York Gala. So if you want to see, and this is not the only Elevated Swag product debuting at New York Gala.
There's a really fancy Tommy Bear shirt too, right?
There is. I think I have that here. There it is.
There he is. That's the Tommy Bear.
But we're not just introducing shirts. There are other things that will be introduced at New York Gala that you will only see first at New York Gala. We're not revealing what they are until New York Gala, and people will get to use these new items there. So it's gonna be exciting. Some of you will be able to take some of them home for free.
Maybe.
So attend. It's gonna be awesome, and it's really a new hallmark for THL in the direction we're going with everything. We're promoting this whole THL lifestyle, and hookah doesn't have to be just lounges. Hookah is your life. Hookah is your lifestyle choice. If you're reading that book and you have a hookah there while you read that book, you don't say you're smoking hookah, you say you're reading a book. It's something that helps you get through your day, helps you with your activities during your life, and it's just it's just there. It's present. We
Absolutely. I mean, especially for most of our like active members, I think everyone can agree that at this point the level that we're at, people will be able to agree that really hookah. It sounds funny almost to call it a lifestyle, but it is. Like, when you're at work, what are you looking forward to? Going home and smoking a bowl.
Right.
If something good happens, I want to smoke a celebratory bowl. If something shitty happens, I got to smoke a bowl. I got to get home, smoke a bowl so I can relax and get over whatever just happened.
That's right.
That's what it's all about. A whole lot of us do a lot of other things while we smoke hookah, or, after we hit the gym, we smoke our hookah, or whatever it is that you do. Once you get to the point that most of us, at least everyone listening to this show, I'm sure, is at in the amount of hookah that we smoke and how we feel about it, it's definitely ingrained and part of your lifestyle.
And while I do love pack videos, while I do love, seeing people do their setups, at the end of the day, sometimes, when it comes to hookah, it's a really more, basic for me, a more, linear, where I just enjoy relaxing. It's just the opportunity to relax with that hookah and enjoy the rest of my day. And And yeah, you can sprinkle in those pack videos. They help make it more enjoyable. The setup videos, they make it more enjoyable. But when it comes down to it, the one singular thing that I enjoy about it is just the relaxing, hanging
Yeah.
out, and be able to talk about anything. Not It doesn't have to be just hookah.
Right. And that was, I mean, that was a big part of the idea when we first started THL, you know, what was it, like a decade ago? It feels like so long. It feels like we've been doing this for so long, Frank.
Doesn't it? It does.
Oh my God. You shared like our second live
Oh my God.
the other day, and it was like from like a year and a half ago. And I was like, how the fuck has it only been a year and a half?
2017, and we had Adrian Hunter from the AM Hookah podcast. This is before they were podcasting on there, commenting, and it was really cool to go back and just see where we started and the things we were talking about back then.
Yeah, it was. But you know, with all that being said, I mean, part of our whole goal when we first started this was for THL to feel like a hangout. So you know, you can post stuff. Like, I mean, I've said it millions of times. You can post whatever you want at THL. I mean, as long as you're not breaking Facebook's rules, it doesn't have to be hookah related. We kind of have an honor system. There's just assumed if you're posting at THL, you either are or recently have smoked hookah. So that's fine. Like, you can just come on and talk.
Agreed.
What are you drowning me out breathing into the mic?
No. I don't know. Go busting my balls. Versus my hair's a mess, and then my mic is for my nose. It makes me look funny.
I think you look handsome, Frank.
Thank you, Tommy. This week was the debut of one of our new shows called the Payday Podcast.
Yeah.
And THL fashion, it went with perfect THL flair as a launch. As usual.
So no, I don't think everyone knows this because we didn't really talk about it on the podcast. But here's what happened with the Payday Podcast. Everyone who wants to know, I caught a little bit of shit about it from somebody who likes to give me shit all the time. I'm not going to say who it was, Tristan Jensen. But so what happened was Frank sent me the software that he uses to broadcast the show. I'm not really a computer guy. I'm a sales guy. That's what I do. So yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll work on it. And then I got really sick. Like, thought I was going to have to go to the hospital. Wasn't even checking Facebook notifications for 4 days, really sick. And then Monday came, and I was like, all right, I got to get this software figured out on Monday. Obviously, I missed work Friday. I missed work half a day Thursday. Ended up just working all fucking day. Didn't get to look at it. So I figured out how to use that software. And let's put that in quotations. I figured out how to use that software about 25 minutes before we went into the show. Like, I'm messaging Frank, like, Frank, how do I move this picture that I have on my screen? Literally 10 minutes before we did it. But it ended up being okay. We didn't have any major technical difficulties. I got to work on the sound levels.
And you had 55 viewers on your first show.
Yeah, we had 55 during the show, which is crazy. You remember we did these? Remember how excited we were when we had double digits?
Oh yeah, when we had 10 people.
Oh my God, we had 11 the whole stream. That's fucking great, dude.
But that was a great launch, and there's just gonna be more content in general, guys. So
it is. The show that we did on Tuesday was really just more to make sure that, number one, I could stream it, and number two, let people know what we're going to be doing and the idea of the show. The show that we ended up having was really more similar to what you and I do, where we kind of just talked a little bit about a few different topics. But what our plan is with the show, to keep building off the idea of, you know, just building the community, because that's really what we're trying to do with THL now, is just build a community as a group of friends. Like, that's what we wanted to be. And the plan was for us to be a small group of friends. Well, we're a really big group. Let's be a really big group of friends. So everyone's still just going to interact and play. That's why we have the chat open. I recommend everybody get in that chat. It's super fun in there. Definitely want to mute it when you're not going to be active in it, though, because it gets busy. But that's what it's all about. And what we want to do with the show is really have it be almost just like a general podcast, where Eddie and I are both real similar in that we're kind of smart asses. So our plan is just to kind of discuss different topics that are happening, whether it's news topics, sports topics, not necessarily hookah topics, but we're smoking hookah. And we're talking to you guys who also are smoking hookah and like hookah. And we want to have a lot of people on the show. You know, if we start talking about something and you know, you're in the comments, don't be surprised if it's like, oh, so-and-so has something they want to add to it. Shoot me a PM and let me send you the link and you can join up. That's our game plan with the show.
Yeah. And I watched it. Look good. You know, it's gonna be the 1st and 15th every month. And as the shows go on, and it starts getting its groove and its character.
Yeah,
I say character just because the show, when you first start any show, it starts off with a general idea of what you want it to be, and then it develops its character. And you know, this show, we still don't know what the hell it's about.
Well, that's what the show is about at this point. The State of the Smoke is about the state of the smoke. And if there's nothing real interesting going on within the hookah community, it very quickly becomes about Frank's hair. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's honestly, it's always a hot button issue in the community. What's Frank's hair like today? What's Frank's hair going to be like tomorrow? What products is he going to use this morning?
It doesn't have to be any topic, Tommy, if you don't talk about it.
But that's not going to happen.
I mean, it could happen. We could just stop talking about it.
You could try to stop talking about it. I like it.
I do stop talking about it. You
know,
always bring it back
mean,
up, Tommy.
It's better than just talking about pack mats all the time. Because I don't even think Bracken appreciates
Hey.
all the advertising we've been giving him, like all the uses that we've come up with for his product. And he just keeps saying, like, I don't know if it's true. These guys are idiots. They're not even calling it the right name. It's not my fault that Cox mat is catchier. Bracken, what do you want me to do, buddy?
Listen, first off, you're insulting. I
How?
can't even believe you went there today. You went there.
We've been working really hard
First
for
off,
nothing, by the way. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you have some sort of little side deal worked out with Bracken where he's actually paying you like 5 cents an order, and then all this makes sense. What I'm saying is we've been spending a lot of time and energy talking about these THL pack mats. Now, I know that you got a whole bunch of them. We gave them away. Are we making any money off of when he sells these pack mats with these logos if other people order them? No. So we're doing all this for nothing. And meanwhile, Bracken doesn't even like it. He's got some kind of problem with it all the time. I want to address this. Get Bracken on the show right now.
But
I don't know why I did that. We did not discuss this at all.
Tommy,
Bracken, if you're watching, I'm pissed.
Tommy, how am I supposed to kill the Squirrodon if we don't have the THL Pac-Man? The Squirrodon is a beast of a squirrel, lizard, and a beast mixed together in such a weird black magic stew. And the only way it can be defeated is the THL Pac-Man. And my biggest problem this week is every time you kill a Squirrodon, 2 more take its place. So now I have 4 Squirrodon to deal with, and you're here talking about fucking Bracken, and not really the real problem here.
Here's
Tommy,
what I'm saying.
Is we need to figure out the Squirrodon problem today.
No, I think that you should probably get some of your elite Soviet scientists on the Squirrodon, because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, first of all. Second of all, I think you need a lozenge, all right? I'm the one who's supposed to be sick, and your voice just went raspy as shit. Like, you're giving me the bedroom voice again. I don't know. I thought we were done with that. I thought this was a December thing, and now it's January 17th. Frank's still doing the voice. So, like, what the fuck is going on?
Tommy, you have been insulting the THL Pac-Man.
I'm not. Look, I'm on board. I'm on board with the magical powers of the THL Pac-Man. Now, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm saying
is your problem,
here we've been.
Is your problem with Bracken or the THL Pac-Man?
My problem now is with Bracken. I have completely changed my stance on the whole Pac-Man issue. We haven't. I don't know. Maybe you and I didn't get to talk about this enough before we went live. But here's what I'm saying. I've completely changed my stance on the THL Pac-Mans. I believe you that they have these magical powers. I think they stop buses. I think they stop bullets.
They do.
I think that they'll blow up kittens. So be careful. But here's what I'm saying. We have spent well over a month, almost every day, talking about these Pac-Mats for Bracken. What has Bracken done for us?
It's true.
You know, he's complaining. He doesn't like that I call it the wrong name. That's not what it's called, Tommy. I don't want to hear it, Bracken. That's what I call it. People know what I'm talking about. Buy the URL. Cox Mats is still available. That's your failure. It's really, I mean, you can pick it up probably $10. You pick up Cox Mats now. Every time I say it, automatically redirects to your website. Boom.
So you're saying that Bracken does not appreciate the Pac-Man advertisements?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that I don't think that he appreciates this free marketing plan that we've been doing for him because, you know, I mean, not for nothing. Like I've been saying all along, I think it's a great product to do what it is described to do, which is to pack things on. But you've come up with all these other, you know, utilizations of this product that he can sell it to so many other people now. And all he has to do is call us, get us to do a commercial for him, And it's like, boom, all of a sudden, Tommy and Frank, instead of having hookahs in the background, we got like washing machines. We're on all those mom groups. There's like a billion of them. There's so many mom groups on Facebook. There we are talking about THL pack mats, protecting kids from buses. You're welcome, Bracken. I shouldn't have to tell you this. That's what I'm saying. That's the problem. That's the whole problem with the hookah industry. You know, people get involved in the hookah industry and they become, you know, like vendors, or they start making a product, and they're people who just really were into hookah, but they're not business savvy like we are, Frank.
It's true. And everybody, he's half joking with the whole statement. Half of that he means.
I'm just kidding. I love Bracken, and pack mats are cool.
Hey, there he goes. He's dialing it back a little bit. I agree, but you know, I think, you know, what a lot of people don't realize is that the power comes from the THL logo. It's a runic power, Tommy. It's a runic power, and quite frankly, if you were to get a THL T-shirt, did I tell you about this?
About your elevated swag T-shirts?
Hold on a second. No. Hold on. I don't even have a slide to talk about the THL Teespring T-shirts. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Hold on a second. THL Teespring. That's right, guys. We have a THL trainer site. THL Teespring store, don't we?
We do, and everything in the Teespring store right now is set up to go to charity. But if we start getting a whole lot of sales, no, that's going to change.
So you're saying
Tommy's got to get paid. It's wintertime. Yo, mortgages slow down in the wintertime. It's wintertime. I also like to buy stuff, you guys.
Okay. So you're saying we should stop?
No, I'm not. I'm not. All kidding aside, the THL Teespring store is 100% of our proceeds go to Wounded Warrior. So what we do is with the T-shirts, because it's Teespring, we basically just price them as cheaply as we can, and then anything that Teespring would give to us, it goes right to Wounded Warriors, and that will continue.
I see your point, Tommy. We can't support a product if the product owner doesn't appreciate the power that we bring to the product.
I'm just saying, if we're going to do a bunch of free advertising, like I'm pretty sure if we start doing free advertising for Hookah John, he's going to be excited. At least he'll be happy. Even if I'm like, oh, I'm smoking the Hookah John, the 75 football. All right, I used the wrong name, but then like I talk about how awesome it is, how great it performs as a bowl, and then I also talk about how it saved my wife and children from a forest fire. He's going to probably be on board. I'm guessing. I don't know. Somebody message John and find out. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
But Tommy, I need to tell you something right now. Can I do that right now?
Go.
Okay. Here we are. I got it ready now. All right. Tommy, you don't know this, but I'm going to tell you right now what has happened to me today with these THL T-shirts. Okay?
Okay.
All right? This is not about the pack mats, because while the pack mats do have innate power, they are not the most powerful thing that you could buy with the THL logo on it. In fact, it is the THL T-shirts, Tommy, from the THL Teespring store that are more powerful than the Pac-Man. And let me tell you what has happened to me today, okay? For you and THL, okay? I was working outside on my ditch. Now, why the ditch is there is a completely different story, Tommy, but it's basically to capture a squirrodon. Now, the way you capture a squirrodon is you put a little peanut butter on the acorn. Anyways, I'll get to that later, all right?
Okay.
So I was working inside the ditch, Tommy, wearing my THL Teespring T-shirt, and you know that the THL logo brings innate power, runic power, magical power to whatever item it touches, Tommy. So anyways, there I was, and do you know what happened to me today?
What?
Well, just guess, Tommy.
you were in a ditch and you were baiting your traps for squirrel dons. I don't know. Did you twist your ankle and the THL pack mat magic or the THL T-shirt magically healed it or what?
You know, Tommy, like, if we're going to do this, you gotta at least try. Okay? No, that is not.
This is your thing. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
While I was in the ditch working on the trap for the squirrel don, I was attacked. I was attacked by a swarm of chipmunks. These are evil chipmunks from the dark depths of the world, Tommy. Their eyes are red and their skin's black. You never see anything like this. It looks like a flying rat with wings and glowing eyes. That's right, these chipmunks had wings too, Tommy. They come at me, and do you know what happened at that moment?
No.
The THL T-shirt from the Teespring store activated. I had a glowing light burst out around me. These chipmunks went flying everywhere. Everywhere, every single direction. They could not touch me, Tommy. They could not touch me. It saved me from these vicious chipmunks. And you know what else happened? You know what else happened? I was at the hospital the other day because they were out of blankets for newborns. And this newborn came out of the mother's womb. He was there. They were out of towels. And I go, you know what? I have a THL T-shirt right here. Let's wrap the newborn baby in this T-shirt.
So now you're just let me
hold on. Let me finish story.
That's a good story. No. Oh, there's more.
Yeah. So
holy shit.
So I wrapped the baby in the THL T-shirt, and you know what happens, Tommy? The baby started floating, and then it flew into the ceiling. That's the power of the THL T-shirt.
Yeah. So you got to be careful. You definitely need to get the right size. Is what that tells you, because that shirt was too big for that baby.
Yeah. So if you want something more powerful than the THL Pac-Man, we are now recommending
you go over to the THL Teespring store, and there's all kinds of designs. We got King Frank shirts, which is a picture of Frank's hair that I actually cut out from Frank's actual hair. I've hung out with Frank several times. He was extremely annoyed when I got my tracing paper and made him hold still. But after an hour or two, I was able to get it perfectly traced his hair. We got his hair with a crown and a hookah underneath, so that way people know what it's all about. And then a bunch of other THL related stuff. We have the logo. We got THL trainer shirts, hashtag For Coal Gang t-shirts and hoodies. Like I wear my hoodie all the time. I always wear my
just evaporated from the THL Pac-Mans. They don't work anymore, Tommy. I tried the other day. This morning there was a slight problem with my car. Usually I put the THL Pac-Man underneath. I could lift the car, but not today, Tommy. It just sat there like the dinner mat it was, and I couldn't do anything to that car, Tommy. I had to put my THL T-shirt on. Then it transmitted the power to the Pac-Man. It's not working anymore, Tommy. Not working.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think that it's. I mean, part of the magic might be getting blocked by all Bracken's negativity, and you know, his lack of flexibility on the name of his product. Because I mean, Cox Mat, like you called him Bracken Mats, and he got mad. And then I started calling him Cox Mats because if he didn't like Bracken Mats, I mean, Cox is his last name. Cox Mats, it rolls right off the tongue, and he doesn't like that either. So it's, you know, I don't know what to tell you, man. You gotta listen to the people, and THL is for the people, and we have a T-shirt that says that. It'll make your baby float away. So if you decide, like, that's the thing, like you can only have abortions up to a certain point, and then it's like too late. And usually once the kid's born, you've missed your opportunity. The window's closed at that point. You're not allowed to do that.
Tommy.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that it's like right or wrong. I'm not trying to take a political stance. What I'm saying is once the kid is born, it is too late to abort. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, Frank? Yeah, I mean that's a very late term abortion.
You're saying the THL T-shirt.
So once the kid is born, you get an XL THL T-shirt. You decide, you know what? We don't want this kid. I can't afford to feed this kid. This kid won't stop fucking screaming. Open a window, put it on a T-shirt. You didn't even do anything wrong. Kid's gone. Kid's gone. He just floats right up into heaven, right into our admin chat, and boom, he's helping us sling t-shirts. That's how it works.
And this is why you need a THL t-shirt.
Yeah, and we'll have. I'm sure that next week we'll have way more reasons that you guys should have THL t-shirts.
Helping single mothers around the world.
We didn't plan any part of this conversation. We've currently been live for 31 minutes, and at around 10 o'clock, Frank was like, "What should we talk about?" And we said the same thing we say every week. I don't know.
I do have. So, Bob did send us
yes, some actual hookah content. Let's do it.
Physics Geeks goes. So Heaven is the avid chat now.
I didn't look yet. I close all my tabs when we do this, so I don't have all the pings.
Okay, so Bob sent us some pictures of his new Kalambali hookah. Thing's insanely expensive. That we agreed to feature on the show. Hold on a second. Let me pull it up.
Look at that thing.
Isn't that cool?
It is so cool. Those hookahs are so fucking cool.
So that box there came with the hookah. That was how it was packed. It was packed in that box it's sitting upon.
Look at that thing.
And it came with another box. Let me pull up the video. He sent me several videos. I have 2 for this live. Here it is.
Now, for everyone who doesn't know, how do you pronounce the name of this hookah, Frank?
This is the gift box that they give you with a Kanabali. The corner had come cracked. I fixed that and with some wood glue. So we're good now. I just wanted to show you this. Opens up, and inside is what they give you. And keep your tongs in there. There's a beautiful puncher.
That is a really cool poker.
Yeah, I like that poker.
And a little cleaner. So, show you this. Very rustic, typical from Indonesia.
Really cool.
It's very cool.
I mean, the amount of detail that they put into everything, I mean, right down to the box is like incredible.
It's an amazing hookah.
Now, what do those plates go for, Frank?
I think around $3,000 for that model that he has there.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
It's one of those things. I mean, I would love to have one day. I can never see myself dropping that kind of money on a plate.
Yeah, I don't think I would be able to. I was thinking about buying it. But,
really?
Yeah. Like, seriously. But then he bought the same exact model I wanted, Bob.
So now you don't have to. Boom, look at it. We already have it on our show. Thanks, Bob.
Oh, my goodness. But yeah, another thing is on Saturday, we have our new show debuting Into Valhalla. I think we're going to go around 10 o'clock for that one. We're deciding it right now. I have the trailer here with Drew voiceovering it, so, you know, he is trying to get into professional Nightline voice acting, so please, you know, bear with him.
Have you ever stopped to ponder how the world has manifested into what it is now? Where did the likes of J.R. Tolkien and Rowling get their magical ideas and concepts, among many others? In this new series, we shall explore that topic, starting off with one of the oldest belief systems, one of the oldest mythos to have spawned on fantasy and wonder. We look back to the Norse to see how their gods of old still influence your daily life and culture. We want to explore this history with you, and how it is still impacting our world today, and how it is influencing our media, our attitudes, and other belief systems across the world, all influenced by these tales of morality, wit, and fantasy. So join us to see how the old gods and mythos are still impactful and what can be learned from them even now.
It's very dope.
Yeah, I know, Cameron. The word stopping was misspelled, but it's a 6-hour rendering time, so go after yourself.
What was misspelled? I didn't notice.
Stopping.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, but it takes 5 to 6 hours to render that whole clip. With nothing else running in the computer, so I'm not doing it.
So it's spelled wrong. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I'll put a little caption. Stopping.
It looks awesome. So like, how would you briefly synapse the idea of that show for people that are, you know, have only seen that trailer right now?
Yeah, so the entire, like, we're going with a couple of new ideas for new shows, and the new ideas are basically, they're not directly hookah related. They just have hookah appendages to them. So I mean, like, we're gonna be smoking, we're gonna be having some mead, and basically the topic is for that show is about Norse gods and Norse mythology. It's really a sort of history dive into that lore, and us seeing if we. By the way, I hear myself through your phone
because I turned it up.
And it's a history dive into Norse mythology and just how it has modern ties to things we do today. And a lot of people, it's a really interesting topic because a lot of people, when you talk about this stuff, they don't realize how influential Norse mythology is on modern day life. Everything from days of the week, most of the days of the week are named after Norse gods. I'll bet Saturday isn't. It's named after Saturn from Roman mythology. But days like you have like Thursday that's named after Thor's Day, Friday after Frigate's Day, and then Wednesday is after they're all sons of Odin. That's the one big thing. And then other things like Apple Day keeps the doctor away. That's another saying that's tied back to Norse mythology. The gods used to have to eat a apple of life a day to stay alive. They were not immortal, so in order for them to stay alive, they would have to eat this apple, and having one apple a day keeps death away. So, you know, there's a lot of modern ties that you see around us today. The words ash and elm, for instance, come from Norse mythology, where man is represented by ash, and that was his first name. After the ashwin tree, and then elm was woman. So, you know, like we see these words in modern day usage, they come from there. And there's a lot of that. It's very interesting.
And a lot of like the popular movies and literature and everything kind of like lends a lot of the stuff that you see is kind of lended from some of that, right?
Yeah. So like, everything you see in modern day culture, pop culture, J.R. Tolkien himself was influenced by Norse mythology. The Greeks and their gods were influenced by the Norse mythology, and that's why you see so many similarities between the culture. The word hell is from Hel, which was one of Loki's daughters, who Odin put in charge to look after to be the keeper of the underworld, so to speak, and that's why you have the word hell today in modern Christianity and Catholicism. It comes from there. So, you know, there's a lot of tie-ins from Norse mythology that a lot of people don't realize they're using or interact with on a daily basis. So we just thought it was a very interesting topic, just to get people's thoughts provoking and get them really
well. And you have a few guys involved in the show that really do know a lot about the topic, right? Like who's doing the show with you?
So Drew Warner, he is leading the topics for the show. We have a few others. Stephen Howell, Stephen Wardaway, Justin Young might help.
Cool.
Frank.
Yeah, it should be cool. I'm excited to check it out. I'm one of the people that really don't know a lot about that stuff.
Yeah, it's really interesting stuff. I think people will enjoy it. You know, I think when you start listening to this show, it's a show that you could smoke and watch. That's the idea. Like, you smoke, you watch, you learn something that's a little interesting, and you take something away from it, and then you could go tell your friends the next time you smoke, hey, did you know? So.
And now, is it going to be like a live, like similar to the show like we have like now, where you guys are just hanging out talking about stuff?
Yeah.
Or are you going to do a pre-record, or you're not sure yet?
I play with that day of pre-record. I think we're just going to end up doing a live, just because we want the interaction, I think, of people to ask questions, and we could address questions that get asked in the chat. So I think it's gonna be really interesting. And you know, if you like mead, which is a honey one or honey liquor, bring some. I know Drew's bringing his horn cup, so
that's awesome.
Yeah. So
you're gonna have to get one.
Yeah, now I have to get one because I'm gonna look out a place next to him. What else is there to say about the show? I mean, that's pretty much it.
It sounds awesome. You said a lot. I'm excited to check it out. I already knew about it, but I'm excited to check it out. I hope that other people are. You know, like you said, and this is the kind of stuff that we want to bring more of to THL. And you know, we don't want to. I mean, obviously, we're happy to be involved, but it doesn't just has to be, you know, us that's doing it. Like, if anyone out there, and this is something that, whether it ends up being a segment on State of the Smoke or a segment on the Payday podcast or any of the other shows that you're going to see rolling out, or if you have an idea that, you know, you think could be something that could be, you know, an ongoing show and you'd like to be a part of, you know, our content, we would love to hear from you. And, you know, we've said that a lot, and every once in a while somebody will come up with an idea, but not very often do people take us up on it. You know, whether it's hookah content or other content, you know, if you're an active member of THL, we would love to have you contribute to what we're doing.
Yeah,
we just want THL to be a fun place to hang out. That's what we want.
It can even be you fixing your car, maybe something you like to do. You know, maybe.
Yeah, if you know a lot about it, like you know a whole lot about cooking, you like to cook a whole lot. Yep. Let's have a THL cooking show. Bring it out.
Yep. I mean, there's somebody who'd be interested about it. And State of the Norse. That's funny.
I didn't hear what you said.
Raul goes, State of the Norse.
State of the Norse.
No, there's gonna be hookah in there. We're gonna be smoking. Maybe we'll try to do more like traditional flavors to match up.
Oh, definitely. I'll bring you some of that. The unflavored that I have, the Zag. I'll let you smoke that.
No, it's okay.
You'll love that.
No, I'm good.
No foil.
I'm good, Tommy. Thank you. Keep it home. What else is there?
I don't know. We don't. There's no big drama or anything really to talk about, right?
Did we talk about actually the RSVPing for the event in the beginning? Did we even mention that?
I don't know. Mention it again. I don't think we did.
Yeah, you guys, you need an RSVP, by February 15th for the event in New York. There's limited space. Like, I can't say that enough. So if you're not RSVP'd by February 15th, you're not getting in. Like, don't expect to show up to the door and we look up your name, it's not there. You're not getting in.
Also, guys, if you're not coming, don't RSVP that you are. If you're not sure, don't RSVP that you're definitely coming.
Yeah,
because it's limited. I mean, we're gonna be turning people away once we hit a certain number.
Yeah, and that's very soon.
Yeah, we're like on the cusp, right?
Yeah, I think that's the problem. Like all these plus ones that people are bringing, really put the plus ones in a comment. Say it's me, or just like comment like +1, +2, +3, like whoever you're bringing, and to that one person +10. Please, for the love of God, put down. You're bringing 10 extra people with you because we need to know that. And hookahs are not provided. If you do need a hookah, you need to know. Let me know way in advance, like now. That way we could bring some. And
there's gonna be a whole bunch of hookahs. So I mean, if we have 75 people, we don't necessarily have to have 75 hookahs. The idea is for us all to get together and hang out and share. But that being said, if we have 75 hookahs, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna have a designated coal carrier for this event. I don't think we want with 75 people, random people just bring coals around the place, especially when they're drinking. So I think for everyone's safety.
Yeah, and it's not like in your backyard.
Yeah, for everyone's safety, we're gonna have a coal carrier. So you can set up your bowls. You can pack your bowls, but I recommend. It might just be easier to have bowls pre-packed for people and just hand them out.
Yeah, I mean, well, we can worry about that as that gets closer, as far as how we're going to handle that. But the other thing that I wanted to mention, and I don't know if we've really brought it up too much yet, but 4th of July. Have we talked about the 4th of July plan?
We have it.
Yeah, I don't think I mentioned it to you. So 4th of July, we're going to have a party at Frank's parents' house. And that is going to be in the backyard. Everyone can mess with their own coals. There's no limit on the amount of people that can come. PM me for details. We're going to show up. Frank's parents are super welcoming. They were really nice to me when I came. So I'm figuring if I come to the next, pool party barbecue and I bring anywhere from 50 to 100 of my closest friends, they're not going to mind. There was a lot of food left over. I mean, your mom tried to send me home with Penny, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'm sure they won't have a problem with that, Tommy. You're just rolling in deep of the 100 people. What's that tour bus do outside?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It'll be a school bus, though. I don't have tour bus money.
And that second one, and that third one, and that fourth one.
Yeah. And everybody from down south bring fireworks. We're not supposed to have them here. So I want professional grade fireworks at the Cephalou backyard 4th of July party.
What's going to go wrong?
I can't imagine anything.
The dress code is business casual. So, I would say just no flip-flops, please. For it. Would you say that, Tommy?
So I would definitely. So here's the idea. It's a gala, and technically a gala is meant to be formal wear. The admin and mod staff will be dressed. We would love for you guys to all be dressed. We will be lightly enforcing a dress code. Don't come like a complete slob, but try to dress your best. I mean, you don't have to go out and buy a suit if you don't have one. But if you got one, throw on the jacket.
But definitely no flip-flops, especially when there's so much coal around. We don't want anything happening.
No flip-flops, no shorts.
Yeah, no shorts.
Dress up.
Yeah. Because you don't want to be the one guy in shorts and flip-flops where everybody else around you is wearing
Yeah, everybody's suited and you're wearing flip-flops. You're going to look like a fool.
What else about the event? I know we're going to be doing something possibly Friday night. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, we're going to do something where everybody can get together. It's not going to be hookah related, most likely. Although it would be funny if 40 of us just showed up at a lounge. Without a reservation. We'd like a table. A big old table. We'll wait.
A round table, please, so we can see each other. I'd like to be able to communicate with each of them.
Yes.
It'll be like some sort of Indian circle with a drum in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, I haven't had the opportunity to go to any of the other meetups. I wasn't able to make it out to Vegas this year. So I'm really excited to meet a lot of these people. Like I said, I mean, for me especially, I've been around the hookah community for a really long time. I mean, before the groups were around, I had people that I considered friends from the hookah community, from Hookah Pro. So I'm really excited that it looks like this is really coming together, and we're gonna have a pretty nice turnout, because it's gonna be cool to get to actually hang out with these people that you kind of hang out with all the time virtually.
And not only that, we have some vendors coming. They're big vendors. We have
yes,
Hookah John.
Hookah John is gonna be showing up. Do we have Coles for sure, or we're thinking that we have some people for Coles? We're not announcing anything yet.
Tam so far is a choice.
Okay. But and I'm sure other vendors are going to be involved, and I think we already have a few other vendors that are
we'll see what
showing
happens
interest.
because John is showing up, and you know, if
Yeah,
John wants
yeah,
to use
John's
the
definitely going to
painters.
be there, and you know, as always, I'm sure there will be some free shit.
Yeah, so John's gonna be there from hookahjohn.com. We are having Vahe of B2 Hookah. He's gonna be there. So that's really cool. Badia from Alpha Comma is gonna be attending. We're having Gregory and Dimitri from Sky Hookah Distribution. They're gonna be there as well. I think the guy from Sabritly is gonna make it too.
Oh, cool.
We're having Andre from Versatile Hookah coming. Derek Moses, of course, from Moses Hoses. He's also a staff member. He's going to be there. We're going to have a lot of creators there. So it's going to be a great opportunity. If you want to meet one of these guys and talk to them in a nice, safe space, this is it. There's going to be music. I found out Eddie's not DJing.
No, but Cam will be dancing.
Cam will be dancing.
Yeah, definitely.
Where?
I think Times Square first. I think Friday night he's got Times Square booked.
You know, I heard this. I heard this from Paul.
Actually. Yeah. Well, I actually got more details that you probably don't have. So Friday night we got Times Square all booked, and we were able to get them to do something for us that they don't usually like to do. But because it was THL and we gave them a couple of T-shirts and a pack mat, they're actually going to let us use the New Year's Eve ball that they used this year. Yeah, we're going to get to use it. So Cam's going to dance, and it's going to be amazing. He's been working on his choreography for years, and he's finally has an opportunity. Like, this is it. This is his time to shine. So he's going to dance, and then right at the end of his dance, the ball is going to drop, and when it lights up, we're going to have most of the lights out, so it just makes the THL logo. And we're thinking that at that point, the ball is probably just going to just rocket ship itself off of the thing and go to space.
Can we have Cam do the Cam dance?
Yeah, I mean, I just have been assuming that it's going to be incorporated in his routine.
Yeah, you would assume, but you need to tell people these things, Tommy. You can't just assume that Cam is going to do those sort of dances.
Look, I don't know. Like I said, I mean, I might have already said too much. I don't want to give away the guy's whole steez, because then next thing you know, some other group is going to be at Times Square. They're going to be doing the same fucking dance. I mean, now he has to go back to the drawing board.
But you know what? You just made me remind me of something. Cam is going to be there, so you are going to have Resin Kings as well present.
Yeah, Resin Kings is good. Yeah, Cam will be there. You know, after his dance performance, if it goes well, he might not make it. Like, Broadway might call him if somebody got hurt. Like for Hamilton, they might call him, have him come in to help, because he does have the voice of an angel.
He does. It's a problem sometimes. Because when he talks in admin chat, it just every day gets just frozen time.
Yeah.
Oh, Arby's coming. He RSVP'd.
Oh, Arby's coming? That's gonna be cool. Arby's coming, so he'll be smacking bowls and shit. You can watch that happen.
Arby Palm. Whole bunch of
Arby
stuff.
Palmer.
Yeah.
Another THL innovation.
We do have 2 university admins coming, Jeremy and Chris Fernandez. Jeremy Bird and Chris Fernandez. So they're going to be there as well. So it's going to be really cool. They're going to help set up. So I really appreciate that. And yeah. That's it. Like I said, $25 at the door, guys. We're just charging a flat fee for everybody. So, you know, I think it may be way for vendors that gave us free stuff at Smokecember to say thank you. But like in general, it's very hard for us to keep track of 50, 75 people who has free drinks. You know,
so everybody has the option to drink. You don't have to. It's $25. We're going to be smoking and hanging out for a long time. There's no way you're going to pay. You pay way more than $25 to smoke for the amount of time that we're going to smoke.
Listen, if you went anywhere in New York City, 2 Cokes are going to cost you $10. So
that's what I'm saying.
If you're not going, there's no way you're going to be there for 6 hours smoking without drinking anything. So there's going to be soda, water, So if you're not drinking alcohol, you have those, and then you have we have 2 choices of wine, 1 white, 1 red, and then we have a champagne, and we have 2 choices of beer, 1 Stella, and I think that one's like a Sam Adams. I need to check.
Awesome.
But they're decent choices, and no liquor. It's not bring your own. It's not BYOB. Anyone that brings liquor or tries to bring liquor into the premises, it will get confiscated by security. So don't do that.
Now, if somebody wanted to order a rum and coke, is there a regular cash bar?
No.
Okay.
So just so everybody knows, we pay ahead. So basically, when you come to this event, we tell them what we want. So in this instance, I'm telling them we want wine, champagne, beer, and sodas. They give me a price, and THL upfronts the cost for you to go. So when you RSVP, if there's 50 people say they're coming, we upfront the cost. For them. Yes, and then when you come in the door, when you're paying that $25, you're just reimbursing us for covering you already. So that's what's happening. So make sure you're really coming.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like everyone wants to say, "Oh, I'm going," but if you're not really sure you're going, don't say that you're going because we're, you know, this is something. This is much like our shows that we do. You know, the first episode is always almost a bit of a tester run. We're going pretty big with this one. So we need this to work well because we do want for this to be an annual thing. There's not really a lot that happens on the East Coast that's hookah related. It seems like a lot of the stuff that goes on is out west or it's in Vegas or whatever, which makes sense. I mean, that's where all the companies are. But for us, for the East Coast hangout thing that we're trying to do, you know, if this year goes well, expect next year to just go better. So, you know, try to make it. If you're not going to make it, let us know that you're not coming, and don't say that you're coming unless you're relatively sure that you're going to make it, so that you know the following year it can be even better.
Yep. All right, that's the top of the hour, and with that,
flew by.
It flew by. No liquor, David. I would love to have you your sponsor, but nobody has met each other before, and that's all we need is for personalities to become an issue when they're liquored up.
Especially drinking for that long. I mean, not for nothing. You can get real drunk after 6 hours on wine and beer. Plenty fine.
Yeah.
Like if you're not able to pregame it, but you shouldn't need to do that.
Yeah. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. With that, I'm going to roll out the commercials that we had played in the beginning. We didn't see it. But Tommy, you have anything else you want to add?
That's about it, guys. Just keep your eyes on THL. There's lots more content coming out. Check out Saturday. There'll be another Payday podcast on the 1st. THL State of the Smokes are always Thursdays. Mm-hmm. And don't be a loser. Stay to THL. And we're still working on getting everything sent out, right? We don't have everything sent out yet.
No, not yet. Soon.
So we're still working on getting everything sent out. But as soon as that wraps up or is about wrapped up, be expecting some more contests and giveaways because we're not done doing that yet.
We're not. It's gonna keep happening. Keep happening every month till Vegas. I think we have stuff planned.
Yeah, and I got a little secret heat that I'm saving. I'm not giving away yet. I'm telling you, I've said it already, so it's not. This isn't news. I'm gonna give away some Bobo backer.
Oh no!
It's really really good. It's really really special. I still would like to have a conversation with Bobo at some point somehow on screen. But we'll see if that ever happens. But either way, we're going to be giving away some homegrown, home-dried, home-cured, home-flavored tobacco. And not a whole lot of it. And it's only going to go to one person. But that's, I don't know. I'm excited about that giveaway. I hope that you guys are. Because I'm going to be expecting something fun for this contest.
Yeah, me too. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us this week's Day of the Smoke. We will see you next week. Check out Saturday, like Tommy said, for Into Valhalla premiere. And we will join you guys this time next week on Thursday. Do not forget to RSVP for the event.
Absolutely.
And, as always, don't
be a loser. Later, guys. Thanks for joining us.